Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. As today we head back towards Dresden to tend to our other business. Most notably Aru, who very patiently waited for us to finish our temple run. Aside from that, on the way back, we also received this, a secret dispatch, which apparently comes from our old friend Leoder Hawkblade. It's been a while since we had a chat with that guy. I look forward to seeing what he's discovered. And also worth noting, we received our payoff from the dwarves, our entirely justified storage fee. Not exactly a game changer or anything, but it does free up our diplomacy slot. And honestly, I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and send this letter to Kayles's friend. Get that well and truly wrapped up. I did consider siding with the Winter Council, if just to get those shadow dancers. But you know, the more I looked at it, the more I realized it just made no sense for the characterization we'd given Vex. They're a bunch of self-important jerkbags, and their agent tried to kill Vex multiple times. Whereas Kaylesa was a fellow servant of Calistria. So I feel like it would be somewhat of a holy obligation to see her vengeance through to the end. Anyway, let's see what's going on with Aru. There's an unusual spring in the succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. Okay, well, why don't you tell me, and then I will know. You can't even imagine. I don't know where to begin. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, Arushale takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry, it's, I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk, one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. Okay. The succubus runs off without giving you a chance to say another word. That's probably fine. Irabeth looks a little puzzled, but salutes you as protocol demands. Commander, you have a letter from Mendev. It was sent via the Church of Iomedae by a trusted courier from the Neurosian archives. It is sealed and signed by Inquisitor Leoder, and I was asked to deliver it to you personally. So that's what I'm doing. Irabeth hands you a sealed scroll. Esteemed Knight Commander, I am writing to you regarding the case which you so graciously helped me to investigate. I hasten to inform you that I may have discovered something that will help us finally unravel the mystery of what happened. My current research compels me to take a short trip outside Mendev, but I will return shortly and find you wherever you are at that moment. I urge you not to take any further steps in this regard without me. The danger may be much more serious than both you and I presumed at the beginning. May the gods be with you. Leoder Hawkblade. Servant of the people of Mendev and loyal inquisitor of Our Lady Iomedae. P.S. It is crucial that he does not suspect a thing. You know who I mean. Okay, so nothing all that new, really. He's still doing research, and he's urging caution. What's up with the expression, Irabeth? You got something to say? I know Inquisitor Leoter very well. His nickname is Hawkblade for a reason. He works in the field. He does not deal with paperwork. Yeah, I guess birds do make terrible office workers. I was wondering what he was doing in Nerosian, in the archives of all places. The most dangerous thing the Inquisition can catch there are rats, not witches or cultists. On second thought, I don't want to know. I'm better off staying out of the Inquisition's business. You and me both, Beth, but sadly not all of us have that luxury. Oh, and I guess that's it. Okay, let's go catch some Z's real quick. Reset our spell slots, get our guys back up to optimal condition. See if that triggers anything else, and if it doesn't, then we'll swing by the tavern. Have a follow-up with Aru. Let me just make sure our slots are all full here. Yeah, I think that looks good. I still have some vendor trash to unload, but I'll worry about that later.
You're so beautiful and kind, but I think you're sad all the time. Why is that?
Those who stick their snotty noses in other people's business can get very sad themselves.
Oh, Cam. You wacky scoundrel. I have not missed you. Alright, let me go check on the command table real quick. Then we'll go have a chat with the anti-Cam. Aha, we do have something new. Treachery. A worried aide reports that a crime has been committed in the Citadel. A few days ago, the Night Patrol officer EgonAlter did not turn up for guard duty. An unsuccessful search for him ensued. It was then suggested that Clor had secretly left Dresden and deserted. The circumstances of his vanishing demand investigation. Yes, I see no reason not to. Why would we not want to know why one of our men vanished? Buried in rubble, EgonAlter's body was found at the walls of Dresden. The nature of the wounds leaves no doubt that he was stabbed by a man or by someone similar in appearance and build, rather than mauled by a demon. Examination of the corpse in the area has revealed that Clor turned up to the crime site of his own volition. He then suffered a penetrating wound to the chest, which made him unconscious before he was finished off. The attempt at hiding the body seemed negligent. The interrogator concluded that the murderer was in no hurry and mastered the appropriate skills, so must have let the body be discovered intentionally. So, cultists, perhaps? A deliberate attempt to sow fear and discord through our ranks? It does seem their style. We'll have to do the rounds later. Talk to the, 40 different NPCs around town, see if anyone spotted anything. But, I mean, we also have a portal, a demon portal, right under the city, so I have to imagine that might be involved in some way. Oh, speaking of which, we should catch up with Crannook. Last time we talked to that scaly soothsayer, he specifically mentioned something about demons in our basement. Okay, so we'll pop over to the tavern, have a chat with Aru, and if we have time left over, we'll chat with Crannook, and then just a general tour of the town. You've never seen Arushale looking so happy and inspired. She gives you a wide smile. There you are. I can't wait to share my joy with you. Okay, that's certainly not a weird thing to say to someone. What's going on? Remember how I told you about Desna leading me onto the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her for corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like a whole eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw that I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her parting words. And what do you dream about? This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We don't have dreams at all. We have desires, and we act on those desires no matter the cost. How was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing the mortals, trying to understand how it all works, and finally, she takes a deep breath and yells joyfully at the top of her lungs, startling every visitor and earning puzzled looks. I had my very own dream! So many years of hard work. I almost gave up at one point, but here it is, a dream. A real dream of my very own. I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? Arushale offers you her hand. Come, I'll take you to my dream. I can't wait for you to see it. Okay, yeah, sure, this might as well happen. Let's see what's got you so dreamy. The succubus reaches for your hand with her burning fingers, and the world around you fades as you are carried somewhere far away. It is cool and quiet in Arushale's dreams. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and thin mist curls along the surface. In the soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. As you look around, you see nothing and no one, except for you and Arushale. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is, an actual dream. My very first one. Is this what mortals see every night? Does it look like your own dreams? What do you think? I mean, my dreams usually have more stuff in them, but this is good. A little empty, but empty? I don't know. This is my first dream ever. I don't know what it should be like in here. Arushale looks around. Her smile fades a bit. There's nothing to see here right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that it made all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison. And now I have to learn how to dream properly. Arushale catches your eye, cocking her head to the side. Tell me, what do you dream about? Huh. You know, honestly, I'd say it's probably a combination of all 5 of these things. But if I had to encapsulate it in a single thing... Glory to the downtrodden halflings. If anyone in this world deserves praise and glory, it has to be you. I don't think I have a right to wish the same, though. But it's my dream, right? I'm free to wish whatever I want. A large crowd of knights in shining armor appears before you, as if by magic. They brandish their swords in Arushale's honor, and loudly praise her. Look, look! Arushale laughs and claps her hands. Now I have a dream as well, and it's not just something I made up. It's so wonderful sharing a dream with you. Hey, that's great. I mean, now it's really more my dream than yours, but, no, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to share my dreams with you, I guess. A subtle blush touches the demon's pale skin. Mortals have so many different feelings. Friendship, loyalty, sympathy, even love. They are all so mysterious and beautiful, but one can't truly learn anything about them alone. And who would dare share their heart's desires with a predator from the abyss, who is unable to reciprocate. Hang in there, kid. You're already doing 1,000,000 times better than any other succubus. I'm sure you'll make it. You just gotta keep at it. It's inspiring, really. I'm sure you'll get there. Thank you. It is hard for me to imagine right now, but I still can hope. Besides, who cares what this place looks like? It's your dream, right? That's all that really matters. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. This world is mine, and mine only. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. You mind if I, poke around a bit? Of course. Feel free to do whatever you like. That's why I brought you here, after all. I wonder if that's how you ultimately pursue a relationship with Aru. Through dreams. A physical relationship with a succubus would be prohibitively dangerous. But a dreamscape, that feels like a pretty good workaround. I've never actually seen any of the romance paths to their end, since I haven't played past Act 4. My dream. My very own dream. Arushale takes another look around, full of pride and pleasure. I don't even want to wake up from it. Now I understand why mortals compare all the best things in their lives to dreams. Yeah, it's pretty great, but we should probably get back before people wonder why we're lying comatose at our table, I assume? Let's go. Arushale touches your hand, and the dream world begins to fade away. You open your eyes. It seems that no time has passed in the real world, while you are in Arushale's dream. So, that was my dream. I'm happy I was able to show it to you. Arushale looks at you shyly. It's kind of empty right now, but I know how to remedy that. I need to keep learning from mortals, following in their footsteps until I figure out how to forge my own path. Naturally, I wouldn't even think about breaking into someone else's dream, as the goddess surely wouldn't forgive that. Perhaps I should ask the people of the city? What if they won't talk to me at all? The succubus seems lost in thoughts for a moment. Then she smiles at you again. Is there a chance you could help me once more? Ask the city's people what they dream about. They're more likely to open up to you than to me. And I'll just follow you silently. They won't even notice me listening in. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That actually works out great. We were gonna run around town anyway. Oh boy. One-Eyed Devil, Storyteller, Arsino, Hylor, Horgus, Phi, Kjar, Irabeth, and Anevia. Yeah, that's gonna take us all over town. Interesting that she doesn't include any of our companions on that list. Phi is sitting on the counter as usual, looking mischievously around from under his long bangs. Greetings to the hero of Dresden, Sir Armored Armadillo. And you as well, Spark Mandrill. So hey, this is gonna come across a little weird, but what do you dream about? Phi doesn't seem at all surprised by the question. Well-being, prosperity, and dwarven whiskey. I once had a taste of the stuff they distill under the mountains. Since then, I've dreamed of getting a still like the ones they use. But they're secretive and don't share their inventions. A pity. Thank you. Come again, you'll always be welcome here. Phi nods and immerses himself in his calculations once more. Alright, so next up, I believe we've got One-Eyed Devil. He should be right outside. You know what? We're right near Horgus, too. And I believe Hylor is inside one of these buildings. A fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's Trading House. Wares of your choice and a whole lot more. You name it. Actually, I've got a bit of a weird request today, but could you tell me what you dream about? When I get rich, I'll retire. I'll go to Taldor and buy a villa by the sea from some broke noble. Maybe even buy their title. I'll surround myself with such luxuries that even ancient Taldan emperors will envy me from the afterlife. I'll have a pipe organ in my dining room and have it played while I dine. Oh, and harps and bells. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice movement, but nothing else. Arushale has disguised herself very well to overhear the dreams of the townspeople, while remaining unnoticed. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough to work with. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Come again. I'm listening, Knight Commander. Hey, Horgus, buddy. A weird question, and one I kind of hesitate to ask, but what does someone like you dream about? I am well past my prime, Commander. I have seen far too much death to be afraid of dying myself, but I don't want to get old. However, if one has enough money, one can bribe time itself. Take Queen Galfrey. I wish I could afford the magic potion she's been using to stay young for over a century. That is certainly fair. There's a lot to be said about death versus quality of life. But this is not the place to talk about it, so on we go. Next we've got Hylor. And I guess we could swing by Nenio while we're here. Haven't chatted with her in a while. It is good to see you. What can I do for you? Would you like to renew your forces with excellent fighters? Actually, no, just kind of a more esoteric question for you this time. What's a guy like you dream about? I'd give everything away to see my lovely little girl, Lori, again. One last time. Oh boy, that's gonna be awkward. Aru, maybe skip this one, please. Thanks, Hylor. I'll catch you next time. Nenio! What? Oh, it's you. Hey, Nenio, check out this mask I found. Nenio snatches the mask from your hands and examines it from every angle. It looks like an average mask, smells like mold, tastes like... yuck, disgusting. The eye holes are... She puts the mask on and looks at you through it. Utterly unremarkable. And yet I sense some hidden magic in this mask. I'd bet my encyclopedia that it must be the answer to one of the riddles of those statues in the Nameless Ruins. The writing on the inside looks very much like one of the answers. With a sigh, she hands the mask back to you. All we have to do now is find 4 such masks and bring them to the statues. You won't forget to take me with you when you head to solve the statue's riddles, will you? I better write it down somewhere. Nenio is extremely interested in visiting the Nameless Ruins after you find all 4 masks. Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to make a note of it. That also confirms that we cannot ask our companions about their dreams, so I guess there's not much point in talking to anyone who's not on that list right now. That's a shame. That could have been some fun extra insight into our ever-expanding cast of characters. Oh, Kiar. Kiar's right here. Kiar looks old and shriveled. His gray hair seems to have become even thinner. He looks at you, lost, and smiles sadly, as if out of habit. Yes? Oh boy, immediate second thoughts. Kjær, what do you dream about? Sighing heavily, the old man's gaze looks out over your head into the distance. So many young men and women have laid down their lives in this war. They come here, young and fearless, just to wind up dead. Bringing them all back to life. That's my dream. That's a good dream to have. Thank you. I'll leave you be. Kjær gives you a bright smile. Of course, Commander. You have a lot to do. May Iomedae help you. You too, buddy. Hang in there. I'm starting to think that all these disparate parts may not mesh into the most coherent or pleasant experience. Huh. Why are some of our soldiers just randomly tagged as bribe takers? That feels like something that should happen in the Aeon run, but obviously we're not. We're like the opposite of an Aeon. Oh, maybe, I think we made some choices related to bribing some of our soldiers, so I guess that could be it. Makes me wonder what the long-term consequences might be. Commander, how can I help you? Weird question, Arsenault, but what do you dream about? That is a rather strange question indeed. But if it's an order, I will answer. There is a saying, one can't win a war and keep their gloves white, yes? I do understand that there isn't much time and energy left for landscaping when you're fighting hordes of demons to death every day. But Abadar knows how I'd love to see Dresden neat and tidy for just one day. No missing cobbles in the streets, everything sparkling clean, flower beds blooming, all the lawns trimmed. Glory and order, instead of all this filth. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, how is Aru going to do that? Is she just going to have her entire dream take place in a pristine rendition of Dresden? That would actually be pretty fascinating if all of these bits and pieces combined together to create like an idealized version of Dresden where everything is pleasant and everyone's still alive and young and so on. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns towards you, slowly. Storyteller, got a new page for you. Yes, you are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I had forgotten. Thank you. Don't mention it. I'm sure we'll find plenty more as we rummage through every corner of the world wound. And, I guess that's it. Before I go, though. Weird question, but what's a guy like you dream about? Is it just like a movie theater in your brain every time you close your eyes? Oh, I haven't been surprised by a strange question for a long time. Especially not when beside you I hear the weightless tread of a succubus, who has stepped onto the path of redemption. No wonder she wants to know more about mortals and their dreams. Perhaps my dream will disappoint you, child. And still, I will answer. I have to admit, I suffer from insomnia. Every night as soon as I lie down, the ghosts of those who are remembered and those who are forgotten stand around my bed. The stories I have gathered swarm in my head. My mattress becomes hard like stone and my pillow ice cold. Maybe if I had a softer bed, I would fall asleep quicker. Although, I suppose it's not about the bed. Interesting. So I was kind of right. Sort of. Thanks. I wish you an interesting adventure. And I think that just leaves Beth and Nevi, who are right in here. And? Irabeth salutes you with sincere respect. Good afternoon, Commander. What can I do for you? Hey, weird question. Might seem a little odd, but could you tell me what you dream about? I don't keep secrets from you, Commander. I used to think reclaiming Dresden was a hopeless dream, but now, thanks to you, even winning this war seems possible. Still, the victory is our common cause, the dream of the entire Crusade forces. My personal dream is more modest, putting an end to Baphomet's Templars once and for all, to prevent them from invading our ranks and poisoning the minds of our warriors with their deceit. Rearmament is another thing we do well to pursue. Our armor falls into disrepair at an alarming rate, and our warriors' blades are barely sharp enough to pierce the skin of the weakest demon. I understand that Mendev's coffers aren't bottomless, but if we can't order ready-made weapons, I'd be glad to get a half a ton of cold iron. Wait, are we still dreaming? A ton of adamantine, then. Or 2. That would be enough for... The paladin is busy doing the calculations. You can barely discern a whisper. The Templars? The weapons? Adamantine? So many wishes at once. Well, thanks for your contribution, Beth. It was very enlightening. I should go. Irabeth says goodbye with a short bow. Look who it is! Hi! Hey, Nevi, weird question, but what's a person like you dream about? What else could I desire when I have my Beth? Anevia thinks for a moment, smiling, then looks over your shoulder and gives a cheeky wink. Harushale, quit hiding. You put the commander up to this, didn't you? Feeling shy, are we? Fine, I'll act like I never saw you. So, Commander. War's no place to be thinking about wants. Needs, yes, not desires. But when the war's over, you mean? Then we'll have a chance to think about something other than just surviving. To learn something other than fighting. You know, when I was really little, I would always hang around the kitchen whenever the cook was getting the fresh bread out of the oven. Big steaming loaves that smelled so good. Maybe it's stupid, but I keep thinking, when the war's over, I'm going to build a big stone oven in my house and learn how to bake bread, just like that. That's a good dream. Just got to make sure you have plenty of dough to retire with. All right, you watch yourself now. Oh, I don't need to watch myself. I've got Arushale to do that for me. Speaking of whom, let's swing back by the tavern. Oh wait, is she back out near the church now? There you are. Hey, Ruru. Arushale is observing the tavern visitors inquisitively from the table in the farthest corner. Mortals. I still have so much to learn from them. So hey, I talked to everyone on that list you gave me. Think you have enough to work with yet? Yes. You can't even imagine how many new dreams I have in there now. Let's go. I want to show you everything I've got. The succubus once again takes you by the hand to bring you into her dream realm. Arushale's dream is no longer empty. You arrive to discover an avalanche of voices, scents, and images. The smell of Inevia's fresh bread intertwines with the stench of the Templar's fresh blood from her wife's dream. The bells and harp strings produce the sweetest melodies the one-eyed devil wished for. The storyteller's luxurious bed makes your eyelids heavy, and the trimmed lawn on which it stands would have filled Arsinoe's heart with utter joy. Do you see how many different things are in here? Now I too can dream like any mortal. I mean, yeah, but you haven't really made it your own. You're just emulating what you see or hear, not creating your own dreams. No need to be so harsh. It's my first dream ever. It's a miracle I'm able to have one at all. Okay, I mean, sorry, I guess. I would have never collected all these dreams without you. Would you like to take a closer look? Feel free to explore my dreams, and do tell me if they look like the things mortals dream about. Maybe you'll give me some hints on how to make them better. I will certainly do that. Also, hi Kaz. Welcome to the Dreamscape. This carriage is full of sparkling adamantine ore. We're alive! Praise the good gods! Once again, we are alive! Cool. Whoever killed these Templars, they did it cleanly and without unnecessary violence. This magic weapon was enchanted to eradicate demons. Equipped with this, your soldiers would have carved through the enemy ranks like a hot knife through butter. The rejuvenation potion glitters like a tiny sun trapped in a bottle. Amber-colored liquid with a bewildering aroma is dripping steadily from the pipe of the pot still. Dwarven brandy, right? The freshly baked bread gives off a breathtakingly savory smell. The musical instruments look like they're ready to start playing, all by themselves. The pavement is not merely swept clean, it is thoroughly washed with soap. The lawn is trimmed so neatly that not a single blade of grass sticks out. This soft bed is tempting you to have a little rest. Okay, and now we're getting ominous. Daddy, I'm here. I'm alive. Cool. Let's maybe not mention this part to Hylor. Hi. Arushale, my venomous butterfly. Wait, be careful, Vex. Where are you, my darling? We used to be as happy as the canopy of stars. Leave me alone! Go away! Let me have a taste of your sweetest venom one last time. That's probably fine. Haru? You open your eyes to find Arushale looking at you, wide-eyed. The demon is breathing heavily, droplets of sweat glitter on her pale face. She does not notice right away that she is squeezing her palm with her delicate, burning fingers. But when she does, she turns red and jerks her hand back instantly. I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to see that. I didn't want you to... I didn't even want to see that myself. Hey, don't sweat it. It's fine. I suppose you're right, but I'm embarrassed anyway. That shadow. I wanted to erase him from my memory once and for all. That nickname he gave me, Venomous Butterfly, is the last thing I ever wanted to hear again. I tried to forget about all that, and I
almost succeeded. But now he's haunting my newfound dreams. Why? Everything was going so well. Arushale shakes her head. This must be what mortals call nightmares, right? I guess this is another confirmation that I'm now fully exploring the dream world. But will I be brave enough to enter it again? Knowing that he is waiting for me there? There are so many things I still have to learn. Mortals usually find ways to deal with their nightmares, and so will I. Thank you for your help, and I'm sorry that you had to watch that awful spectacle unfold. The succubus gets to her feet. Now please, excuse me. I need some time alone to think about everything I've just seen. And she's gone. Yep, that was certainly an ominous vision of things to come, I'm sure. You know, we never did have a chat with Greyboar after we fully recruited him. I suppose I should pencil that in at some point as well. That's it. We're just hitting time, so I feel like this is a good place to call it. A bit of a slower episode, but still pretty fascinating. Especially since it does seem to be a big part of Aru's arc, and setting up for future events. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll figure out who else we need to chat with next time around. Possibly Greyboar, definitely Chronook. Maybe someone else I'll poke around a bit. Maybe we'll take our first stab at that murky grotto. I'll figure something out. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.
But I think you're sad all the time. Why is that?